Right. So, hey family. It's always so awkward in the beginning because I don't be knowing what to. Okay, it says we're telling your followers that you're live. We're less than people doing. How about them chips good?
Yeah.
What'd it say? What the bag say?
It says, Cheetos.
Hey family.
Also known as Crunchy Cheetos.
Yes, guys, we wanted to go live. People keep asking me, why did I move to Costa Rica? What other? Well, I got a few questions. So I was like, let's just go live and talk about it on the live. And the last live that we did, a woman that was on that live, she was like, y'all promised me that y'all was gonna do another live. So here we are doing another live from Costa Rica.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, just really, living the life. But I've had so much revelation just the short amount of time that I've been here, and I want to share. I want to share my revelations with everybody because we all deserve this freedom. Mm-hmm. We all deserve this level of freedom. My mama and I were sitting on the balcony last night, yeah. And we were, one of these days, we were sitting on the balcony, and my mom was like, this view is beautiful. She said, what did you say? I wish that everyone could see this.
Yeah,
I wish I could share
that
this.
everybody could experience this.
Right. So, and that was like a revelation for me because everyone does deserve to experience this. So it's like we're sitting here enjoying it, but we want you here too. We don't want to be here alone. Like we want all of you that are on this live, your families, to be experiencing this as well. It's so magical. And that also aligns with freedom. Freedom is deserving. We're all deserving of it. It's our birthright. Mm-hmm. So we wanted to come on live to discuss a couple of different things, but I do want to address the question I keep getting. Why did you move to Costa Rica? And it's simple. I moved to Costa Rica because I wanted to be in an environment that stimulates my spirit, it stimulates my mind, it stimulates my body and my daughter. I wanted to be in an environment that is conducive to her spirit and her soul and her development. I wanted to be in a place where there is you have crime anywhere, but I just wanted to be in a safe, sacred space. And Costa Rica, the land, it means rich land, the rich coast. And so Costa Rica has been calling my name for a really long time. And my grandmother, my mom's mom, y'all might know Oma. I talk about her a lot on my stories, but Oma loved, the Caribbean. She loved Costa Rica. She loved anything about Central America, Latin America. And her long-term goal was to essentially set up a hotel or some type of a B&B or something in Central America, Latin America, South America, anywhere outside of the United States with culture. So I chose culture. I chose peace. I chose freedom. And the mantra here is pure life. Pure life. And that's what type of time I'm on right now, just pure life. So I'm grateful to experience this with my parents, just being able to really move freely with my parents. That's truly a dream come true for me. So being here has yielded so many revelations, but more than anything, I'm even more inspired to do what I need to do to inspire you. Like I need to share, more of what I know. I need to share my journey, because my journey can inspire you. I don't think that this journey was just for me. I believe this journey was to show you that you can do it too. You can do it too, because y'all know this.
You can do it.
Right. Y'all already know this time last year, I was finding my way. And in July of last year, I was $4 to my name. I had $4 to my name. And here we are now, I done moved to Costa Rica. I'm financially free. My parents are financially free. My parents are here in Costa Rica with me. My baby. Everything shifted tremendously once I started to believe in myself and love myself. and that was the biggest thing. Yeah, and so we here. And how has it been for y'all so far as just moving with freedom? Like, what has been the biggest takeaway or revelation so far?
For me, the biggest takeaway, like you said, the freedom part. And, we all, well, I have to speak for myself. My definition of freedom was, bills paid, not having to worry about things financially, and just being able to move the way I want to. However, after moving here, or coming here and seeing that, like, this is a whole different level of freedom. When you step out the door and you see palm trees and butterflies and, volcanoes in the background, a lake, and it's like every area has something that's worth seeing, something that always reminds you of where you are. In the States, you have to go to this area for this, and you have to go to Florida to go to the beach, and you go to Colorado for snow, which granted there's no snow here, but I'm just using that as an analogy. But here, you get the Costa Rica vibe regardless of what part of the country that you're in. Yeah. And so that's been really awesome. And another thing that I noticed is, like, time is slower.
Yeah.
Like, time is totally slower. Like, it gets darker. Yeah, it gets darker earlier. But I promise y'all, ever since we've been here, we've been doing that. It's only 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Because time, there's no rat race, there's no hustle and bustle. We're ease and flow. And it's like time is moving the way it's supposed to. So that's been another revelation for me too. And even not speaking Spanish, fluently, I don't feel like an outsider here that doesn't know the language.
Yeah,
she should, because she don't know damn sugar from salt.
Oh my God, y'all, that cracked me up. Yeah, even though there is a slight language barrier, it's you feel like home. It's peace.
Yeah.
It's true peace. And I knew when I found out that I was pregnant, I knew that I wanted to create a space that was nurturing for my baby. I didn't know what it looked like or how I was going to do it, but I was able to create what's best for us. And I don't know if you guys believe in, like, the universe, or if you believe in God, or if you believe in just the laws of the universe and astrology, but I asked the universe, I asked Mother Nature for guidance as well. I asked her to guide me. Like, I'm about to be a mother. Mother Nature, please help me. I need your advice. And I was asking Phoenix when she was still in my womb, what's best for you? Like, how can I be the best mama for you, Phoenix? And she was communicating. Phoenix was communicating with me, and I asked, Nature for guidance. And shout out to Michael, Abundant Minds. He was, reading my I was going to him for astrology readings, and everything was just aligning perfectly with the decisions that I was making. So not only did I, have a huge desire to live abroad because of my grandmother, my own personal travel experiences, but going deep into my birth chart, going deep into Phoenix's birth chart, looking at the sky, asking Mother Nature, like, what do I need to do as a mom? Like, what is best for me right now? And everything led me here. And I told my parents, like, look, I'm moving to Costa Rica and I don't want to go without y'all. I'm not going without y'all, so let's get it together. So we got popping on the consumer law, and we here. Ain't no, what's it called? Ain't no cap. We really out here, and you can too. I'm telling y'all, like, our stories are similar. All of our stories are so similar. Like, we ain't do nothing extra spectacular that you can't do. We literally just believed, and I'm grateful that my parents was like, all right, you're not that crazy. I trust you a little bit. And, we're here, and it's freedom, and this is what I desire, y'all. We were just talking about this. Mm-hmm. How we just desire freedom for everyone. Everyone deserves this level of peace.
Yeah. And that's exactly, like, there's levels to it. There's levels to freedom. Yeah. What I thought freedom does not define what this actually is.
Right.
So I'm so grateful.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, I also want to do like a Q&A on here as well. So if you have questions, yeah, can y'all hear us? I guess they can.
Because you got that napkin.
I set up a little ghetto tripod, y'all. I set up. I just want to make sure y'all can hear us. But I want to do a Q&A, and if you have any questions about anything, this is the time to definitely ask. Okay, they can hear us on me.
Okay.
So our home here is Puerto Viejo. That's home. Puerto Viejo has everything that we need. And for me as a single mom, the community of mothers in Puerto Viejo, I'm not in Puerto Viejo right now. Right now we're in Lake Arnial. But when we go, we're actually leaving tomorrow. We came here to look at the volcanoes and just to get a feel for, this side of Costa Rica. But Puerto Viejo is home, the Caribbean side. And there, you don't have to have a citizenship. They just recently changed the laws about digital nomads. So if you are a digital nomad, this place is definitely for you. You don't have to get a citizenship. You just maybe need a visa. Mm-hmm. And if you plan on staying long term, like myself, I do have to connect with an immigration lawyer and get things situated for Phoenix and I and mom and pops long term. But yeah, Puerto Viejo, the Caribbean side is where my heart is, and it's right, the most beautiful beaches in the world. And also, I just love the community there, the community of mothers that are so welcoming and can't wait to meet Phoenix and I, and everyone is just family. It's pure life, just family. So, and someone else asked, where do we start? So, what made y'all be so open anyway to relocating to Costa Rica? Because you kind of had everything set home, like you had everything to be comfortable at home, and y'all have y'all's own routine. So what was it within the both of you where you're like, all right, cool, Costa Rica it is? Because where we live is off the beaten path anyway.
Right.
So,
well, for me personally, I've always been drawn to the Caribbean. We've traveled to Puerto Rico quite a bit, and I've always been drawn to the palm trees, the beach, being close to a large body of water. Mm-hmm. So that within itself was a selling point for me. Professionally, I knew that I could, work from anywhere. So that wasn't really a barrier. And I trust your judgment, and I trust you, and I wanted to be close to you in Phoenix, and he was really open to the idea, and so it just all fit together. It wasn't like it was like puzzle pieces. There was no resistance. Nothing felt like, oh, I don't know about this, and you exposed us to different things too, the Facebook groups and things like that, and kind of let us see people that were in the process of relocating or had already relocated. And there's all age groups. Yeah. And that area is ease and flow. There's, people there at our age group. There's people there in your age group. So it's not constricted to like one particular age group or dynamic. Like it's totally diverse. Yeah. Which is something that I like too.
Yeah.
And the cost of living isn't that high.
Yeah, it's nothing. It's little to nothing. It's little to nothing.
Right. So what we spend at home, we can have twice as much here.
True. What about you, Papa?
I'm just along for the ride. I'm a country boy, and ain't seen much. And it's totally different, but I'm enjoying the view. And spending more time with y'all, working abroad. Life is good. Life is good.
Yeah. Hey, Jawan, I'm glad you're here. You ain't missed nothing. We just wanted everyone kept asking me, like, why did you move to Costa Rica? So I decided to do a live just to kind of cover what made us relocate. And initially, it was my plan, and I presented it to my parents, and they're like, shit, we down too. So I guess once they got a taste of that consumer law, and it actually positioned them to be free, financially free, the next thing was just to... you don't have no responsibilities now. Like, right. You don't have the car note. You don't have, like, little things that, like, your car note literally can pay your rent here for 2 months. Right. So even just getting away from, certain things that gave you extra, overhead cash flow to invest here. A 2-bedroom, 2-bath is anywhere from 600 to 1,000. You know, and that's nothing, and that's including utilities
and furniture.
And they're furnished. So no, I didn't do any separation or status correction. I didn't do any of that before enforcing any of my rights. I didn't do any authenticating of my birth certificate, nothing. I started following the Bureau bullies, y'all. I started following them. They introduced me to consumer law. My body was agreeing with the information, even though my mind was still going through that process of unlearning to relearn. Because I'm like, ain't no fucking way. I'm reading this consumer law, and it's saying that, just some of the laws, like, ain't that right, Fifi? You agree? And it's telling me that I have rights as a consumer. I'm federally protected, and this is what I need to do to enforce rights. Like, my mind had to catch up. My body was already agreeing because of the way that I felt about it. And I always go off of what I'm feeling. So based off of how I was feeling, I was like, ooh, I got to tap into this. And I was working at a little restaurant, downtown Buckhead, and it was taking up too much of my study time. So I was like, look, I don't know, y'all, how I'm going to do this, but I got to leave this job. I got to study. And then I did find out that I was pregnant, so it just kind of put things into a different gear for me, because I'm like, oh, shit. Like, I really got to figure this out. And so I just really allowed myself to study. I just studied and I studied and I studied. And someone asked last night, they were like, how long did you study for? And
all day, every day.
Yeah, sun up to sundown. Yep. Like, sometimes I wouldn't even eat. So, and that wasn't good for me at the time because I was carrying. And so it was just, I was hungry. I was hungry for freedom, and I knew that it was real just because of the way that I felt. Like, everything was in alignment. It was my mind. So once I started to really unlearn, to relearn, y'all did too. Like, y'all had to figure out, y'all been doing the same thing way longer than me. Y'all 50 and older. So right. Even for my parents, they're both 50 and 51. They had more years of unlearning than I did.
Yeah, it was a challenge. I was reading it to debunk my freedom. Like, no, this means this right here, so I can't. And I had to basically flip my interpretation of what I was reading, because my mind was so programmed to operate in one specific way. That working on stuff out here.
Right.
But once I got that court case, won that court case, and then also, got the personal loan, paid as agreed, and then what else? Oh, the credit card, the adverse action, they tried to tell me that my card was closed.
Right. Oh, that was beautiful. So yeah, that was a beautiful thing. So my mom, I had just did an adverse action class. And right after the class, the very next day, not even 24 hours later, she was like, damn, you were saying some stuff that I ain't even realize. I'm about to call these people right now. I said, go ahead, call the people, mama. She called the people, y'all, and before she got off the phone, her account was open with her original balance. True story. Yep. And it was the very next day. So, and you were on the phone maybe an hour.
Yeah.
She did have to escalate it up, but she got her account reopened with her original credit line, and that's her own studying and applying. Because if y'all know me, I'm not doing it for you. I'm not doing it for you because you got to know. And she literally hit the ground running. She hit the ground running, and you can teach me. You be finding stuff. I'm like, the recent, she found recently, you can file a complaint with the Federal Reserve. Yeah, with the Federal Reserve.
Towards the bank. If you're not being treated fairly, you can file a complaint with the Federal Reserve.
Yeah.
So they're like the other part of the FCPB.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Coach Smith. That's my girl. Oh, that's my girl. That's another person, y'all. Her name is Natalie Smith in the comments. She's another person that, Natalie Smith Wells, she was someone else that really, truly inspired me. And if y'all are going to be coming to Atlanta or tuning in virtually, she's going to be there. She is a powerhouse. She is a powerhouse. And that's another beautiful thing about your community. Having people around you that are like, look, pouring into you and seeing who you are before you even see who you are. And that's a woman in my life that saw me before I saw me. So another shout out to Natalie, because I wouldn't be here without her as well. But back to you, Mom, like, I'm just super duper grateful for the support and you saying, look, I don't really know what you're studying right now. And even when I'm asking you to borrow money, I'm like, can I, hold a little something? You're like, how about you stop all that studying and go to work? You know what I mean? Like, well, you didn't say it like that.
I never said that.
No, you didn't. You didn't say it like that. But I felt like that a little bit for my own insecurity.
Right.
Because I'm used to having, and I'm used to, not having to ask for anything. And then I'm like, all right, I'm quitting my job. And I felt like it didn't make sense to y'all. I feel like it didn't make sense to y'all at first. So, thank you for the support.
At first it was like, wow, I don't know what she's diving into here.
Yeah.
I kept hearing, the bureau bullies. And granted, I jumped on YouTube, and I think the first video I watched was Trucks and Hustle.
Yeah.
With the bureau bullies, and we were looking at different stuff on YouTube, but it still was kind of foreign to me. But I just kind of sat back and watched, and I remember the day you said, like, I don't want to go back to work. Like, I really want to take the time to study, know, and that's what you did.
Yeah.
And you were sending me stuff, and I was so confused about what you were sending because I couldn't even read it as fast as you were sending it. You'll come back and be like, did you read such and such? I'm like, I didn't even read the last thing you sent, Granted, I was still working then and still trying to take care of, household and things like that. But, but I always, I never doubted what you were doing. I didn't understand it, but I had enough faith and confidence that whatever it was, and you were dedicating your time. One thing about you, if you're locked in, you were locked and loaded, and that's it. It's like, running track. Somebody hit the gun, and that's it. Ain't no turning back.
Right.
And so that's kind of the approach that you took with this, and that's always been your approach, and you've always been successful that way. So I didn't never doubt what you were learning. I just didn't understand what you were learning at the time.
That makes a lot of sense. But you still, and I just appreciate that unconditional support. Like, that is what got me through. And I told you that this morning, that I'm so grateful for you. And just even you and Papa both with Phoenix, and just really stepping in and getting her when I needed to just have that time to really, do what I need to do. So even with that, how long did it take Mom and Dad to get it since they started studying? Do y'all want to answer that?
It probably took me about 6 months, 6 to 8 months. Because I didn't dive in like Zainab did from the beginning. I would say probably within the last 4 to 5 months, I've been really trying to learn and understand the information.
Yeah.
So I would say probably what?
I mean, so with my mom,
it's
like
little things.
Yeah,
it's
like
not
the court.
I don't there's so much to learn. So I know things in different arenas, like with the debt collector. Like, I understand that. I understand the validation letter. I understand what they have to produce to prove, that we truly owe them this alleged debt.
Right.
Like, I get that part. So my studying has came according to the situation. That with the credit card, I knew it was adverse action, so that was something that I studied. Finding where you can file a complaint with the Federal Reserve. I was researching something else for someone to deal with banking, and then I came across that information. So it's definitely a rabbit hole. I'm not going to say that I'm proficient all across the board. There's still a lot of things to learn. But, it's just, privacy when we're looking at our consumer report and our personal information. So you're going to go back and look at what it says about privacy.
Yeah.
So it's really based on the situation. And as you're looking up things, you tend to learn a little bit more, and it's just like anything you read. The more you read it, the more things stand out to you, and the more they start to make sense.
That's it.
So there's no end.
Yeah, it's not. Because things that she and I saw like months ago are finally making sense now, and it's like, damn, like it took about a year, but and it just makes so much sense now. But y'all, my mom is fire. she is fire. And so you're asking how long did it take to get it. It's not a time. She was introduced to it a little over a year ago. And trial and error, she started applying. I think what really, really gave her the confidence to really just pop her shit was when she won her court case. When she was like, her and Papa both, they were at court and it was dismissed. Case was dismissed. And then the other icing on the cake was the car being settled, the account being settled. And then the other icing on the cake for you was the adverse action, getting your credit card reopened. Mm-hmm. So it's little things like that. And those things happen in a matter of 3 months. Like, not even. And then with the adverse action, she took the class, or she was in the class with me, co-teaching. And some things kind of stood out that she had heard before. Mm-hmm. And then heard it again and was like, dang, you know what? That resonated deeply.
I don't even think I was in that class. I wasn't even in. I was listening in the other room. I wasn't even in that class.
Right. She wasn't even in. She heard something that I said, and she was like, dang, you know, that resonated. And she called them people. She called them people the next day and was like, look, I came and I learned something yesterday. And I'm calling you to let you know that you're wrong. And they opened her account back up. Right. So, hey, B. There go your friend. Y'all friend, be better. He's in Atlanta, too. I can't wait to see everybody. Cannot wait. So, you know, really we wanted to just do this live to encourage you. Follow your dreams. Like, don't let nothing stop you from doing what it is that your heart desires. I don't care what it is. If you can think it, you can do it. Point blank, period. And we are the example. My pops, he from Jackson, Georgia. Like, he's straight from southern Georgia, like a country boy. Country boy. It hasn't really... He just got his passport, if I'm being honest. Like, literally just got his passport. Now he getting stamps. You know, just having these new experiences. And they're in a different generation from me, so it's not too late. I'm even saying that to say it's not too late. Like, shit, I don't care if you're 80. Like, do it. Do it. And I just hope that we can encourage you. And some of the feedback that we get, y'all do feel inspired. But I just want to keep on inspiring you, and I want to keep encouraging you, because this took nothing but faith, and it took the love of my family and the support and just the unity. That's all it took. And this is where we landed. We're here.
Yeah, but you gotta want more, and you know you can't give up, because the way they learn is totally different than the way I learned. So it took me a little longer, and I'm still learning. You know, so you can't just, you know, go in something. Like, they can be all over the place. I got to focus on one thing. I can't go from over here to over there. I'm like, hold up now. Let me finish this before we go over here.
Right.
And just write it down, take notes. And if you don't understand something, go back and reread it. But you're going to have to surround yourself with like-minded people, too. You know what I'm saying? You can't still kick it in the street with the fellas and try to do this because it's a distraction. Thanks. You know, so... Turn the TV off, like I said before. Shut social media down, and everybody, you can give yourself 30 minutes a day of just reading. Or start at 30 minutes, then work your way up to an hour. I still have a problem reading, you know. But I mean, I'm learning, and for me, being around them and seeing the results, it made me want to, you know, learn more, and it gives me that extra pickup and that drive to keep pushing, because watching them, it's like, oh, hell no, I ain't about to get left behind. I'm the dude up in here between two women. Oh, hell no. It don't work like that. So I'm just saying, man, you got to keep pushing, you know, and don't get discouraged, you know what I'm saying? You're going to have good days and bad days. I mean, just pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and dive back in it. You know what I'm saying? Just dive back in it.
Yes. Absolutely. That's such great advice.
Yeah.
And I love that it's coming from you, because we are so different. Like, the dynamic is beautiful between us. Mm-hmm. But even just where we come from is so different. And again, it just goes, the foundation is the same. Just don't give up. Yeah. Don't give up. Just dive back in. Someone said, where is a good place to start? So do you mind, like, what was a good starting place for you? What helped you when you started to study and to learn?
I mean, the Bureau of Bullies.
Okay.
I mean, after you talking about the videos and stuff with them, and my wife talking about it, you know, it was like, man, whatever, you know, the whole trucking thing. And then it was a lot of other information that they were talking about and that kind of sparked my interest, you know. And it went from there, because then, like I said, every time she would go to something else, then she'll go to something else. I'm still back here trying to figure out how in the hell, like, bro, y'all were just on this, man, you know what I'm saying? I ain't saying I'm a slow learner, but damn, you know what I'm saying? so I'm just saying, it pretty much started with them, and then, you know, a lot of the consumer laws and stuff like that. I mean, you just start reading because she love her to death. But she ain't trying to help you. I'm here to tell you. So all of y'all that think y'all finna come out here and kick it with her like that and she finna give you that, bro, she gonna tell you like she told her own family. You gotta go read it. You gotta go read it. You gotta study. I mean, and which I get it, because that's just like anything. How am I gonna tell you something and you don't understand what I'm talking about?
Right.
Yeah.
That defeat the purpose of you trying to learn. Same thing in school.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People telling you something, but you got to go home and pick up your books and learn, take notes and stuff. You got to, because if you don't understand what somebody's explaining, how are you going to understand it? There's no way.
Right.
It's not going to make sense to you. So you got to do your homework. You definitely going to have to do your homework. You know? But, I mean, you can still learn at your own pace. The same stuff she's talking about, and my wife, look it up and just read it. I mean, you know, just get some type of understanding of what it is that you're reading, though. You know what I'm saying? But get around other people that are like-minded and headed in the same direction. Because I can tell you this one thing: if you stay with the same people that you are with, you're going to have the same results next year where you at. I'm telling you. I promise you. Because where I was and with the same people, it didn't work. It didn't mesh together. Now you guess what? I'm with a whole nother crew, and now everybody asks me, man, what's going on? Why you don't fuck with me no more? Cause you in the same place we were last year. I'm not trying to go backwards. I'm going this way. Hell, so you going left, I'm going right. I'm going up, you going down.
Right.
You can't do it. It don't work like that. I'm telling you. So in order to move to the next level, you're gonna have to be willing to lose some friends, some family. And I hate to say it, you know what I'm saying? You got to take a loss to win.
Facts.
You got to. That's the only way it's gonna work for you. Other than that, you're gonna stay stuck, man. You're gonna stay stuck. So yeah, the beginning, the Bureau of Bullies and consumer law and everything, man. That's the main point for me.
What did you just watch their Instagram video?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's really they provide a lot of information, and and they say it, start at the beginning, because this is like, there's steps to this, and jumping in the middle, I don't think that would have worked for me, because I'm very analytical for one, super analytical. Like,
oh my God.
It's like blocks, like Tetris, like everything has to fit together. So for me, it was even more challenging. But the one thing that stood out for me was 15 U.S.C. 1681, where it talks about the Fair Credit Reporting Act. That helped me a lot. Also, going to the CFPB website and looking up the regulations there. And there's templates, if you want to write letters to these people.
Yeah.
Like, there's templates on their website.
Yeah.
That gives you an outline of exactly what kind of information these creditors are supposed to be providing us. So that was super helpful too. Granted, I would encourage anyone, to use their own words, because it's all energy, and I need for people to feel what I'm saying. I don't want to use something that someone else has written, and as the more that I write, I add more things, the more that there's words that resonate with me that may not resonate with him or with her, so it's really about, when we're talking about reading this stuff, for me, it had to be things that I could identify with, things where I could make it personal, to make it fit me, if that makes sense. And I learned better that way. I'm a parable type person, so I have to have a story or a situation that I can create in my mind to actually put it on paper. Like, you violated me. You came and got my stuff. You didn't talk to anybody. You don't even have proof. So I have to tell myself a story to really understand it, to really internalize it. And so that's what works for me. But I'm definitely the analytical person in the family.
Absolutely, y'all.
So
Me and Papa be like, here she go.
Salt and sugar. Salt. That's all I'm gonna say. Salt and sugar.
Yeah, but I do appreciate the how analytical you are, though, because again, I am not like I process totally different. I learn differently, and it creates a balance.
Right.
It creates a balance because and even as it relates to business, so we're business partners officially, and even as business, I'm just love and light. Everything is gonna work out. Everything is fine. And she be like, but what if? But you need a contract. But maybe, and I be like, you right. You right. But I'm so love and light that I don't think about the adverse. I don't. It doesn't. It's not the first thought that comes to my mind. Like, I only think that everything is going to work out for me. Even when I'm working with clients, I only think that everyone has my highest and best interest and everything is going to work out. But, you know, that may not be the reality. And Mama knows exactly how to reel me back in. Like, come on, back to earth. Come back to earth.
And I love the ease and flow and love and light. You know, there is nothing wrong with that. You know, however, people are people.
Yeah.
You know, and we have to put things in place to protect ourselves.
Yeah.
You know, so it's not.
It's business.
I don't want, right, and it's not
business.
personal. It's definitely not personal, and people need to be able to separate the two. Mm-hmm. And I think that's a lot of times as a business owner, and, you know, from previous businesses, it's easy to get those lines crossed.
Yes.
You know, it's very easy because we are so passionate about what we do, you know, and people, unfortunately, you know, tend to take advantage of that.
Yeah.
And I don't want that to happen. So,
yeah.
it's just me wanting what's best.
Yeah.
You know,
Mama.
but yeah, of course, of course. But I'm the contract girl. You got it in writing?
Yes.
You know.
Yeah. So it's great. But most importantly, I think we can all agree to this. You have to also know who you are and whose you are. You gotta know that you are magnificent. You are magically created, and you were not created to come live in depression. You were not created to come and live in poverty.
Right.
You weren't created for that. And if we're created in the image of the Most High, and the Most High, whatever you call him or her, if you're created in the image of the Almighty,
no limits.
No limits. Aren't we almighty? Yeah, right?
Right. We create our own limitations. The limits are not
with your
there.
mind. With your mind.
Yeah. So we have to change the story.
Change the story.
Yeah.
That's right. Papa bought this book. What's the book called?
Which one?
The
Word magic. Magic words.
Magic words that we've been reading.
What did you do? You took it inside?
I think I did take it in the house. Phoenix is eating my hair. Stop it. Do you work with individuals, or do you have a course that teaches everything, or is the only way to study and find information yourself? So thank you for asking that. And hey Joanna, miss you, girlfriend. So we are currently working on. So my goal is to provide things that give you so much clarity where you do not have any questions for me, none. So I'm working on a 4-week course right now, co-creating it with my family, where we're just taking our different learning styles and putting it in a self-paced course so that you can learn exactly where to start and how to go. But it's going to be a weekly thing, self-paced weekly thing, and you'll be able to basically log in, click week 1, take however much time you need on week 1, go through what we put in there. There's going to be videos because Papa learns by videos, right? And my mama, she learns, like, she can read, but she needs a skit or something that it'll register. And then I'm the total opposite. Give me a book. Give me 200 pages. I'm going to read it, So all of those learning styles are incorporated into these 4 weeks. So you're going to have videos, you're going to have documents to read, and you're going to have examples.
Right.
And it's going to be a 4-week because I believe with everything in me, y'all, that if you have like the proper foundation and where to start, where to go, and your intentions are there, you can change your life in 60 days. My story, that's my story. So I know you can do it too. So I changed my life in 60 days. in 90 days, I was at six figures, just in what I had learned, in my business. What I had learned, I was able to take everything from consumer law to trust, learning about the trust, learning about investment, everything, and change my whole life in 90 days. But I wanted to focus on consumer law. And another thing too, like, there's a lot of talk about, maybe don't worry about your credit score, or don't worry about a trust, or don't worry about, like, follow your own spirit and your judgment. Follow you. Don't take what these people are saying for face value. Follow what you believe for yourself. Ask the Most High to guide you to the information that you need to know. Because my personal opinion and my personal experience, I am going to leverage my credit. I know how to do everything that I need to do, and I've done it all. I got receipts. I can show you. But at the end of the day, I like to take the path of the least resistance. And for me, I don't feel like talking to your general manager. I don't feel like sending adverse action letters. I don't feel like contacting the IRS. I don't feel like it. I just want to go and get what I want and, settle the account the way that I know to settle the account and call it a day. So don't take what I'm saying for face value either. Ask the Most High for guidance. So don't get so caught up in what everybody's saying and doing. Please don't. You got to know who you are, and you have to just ask for guidance. So
and do what works for you.
Yeah. You got the book?
So this is the book that I've been reading. It's called Magic Words and How to Use Them. And it's really about changing the story. Changing a negative story into a positive story. And that's what we have to do. I can't use my, we could all go down, the path of this happened to me and that happened to me, and, this, that, and the third. We all have a story, but if we change the way that we're telling the story and use those experiences as those were opportunities to grow.
Facts.
And if this hadn't happened to me, I wouldn't be here, and that's really what this book is about. So I say all that to say, let's not focus so much on the negative. Let's focus on what we learned from those situations and be grateful for those experiences.
Oh, sorry, y'all. Sorry. What was that?
Like a little waltz.
It was so close. Sorry.
I am done.
Got him!
It was way too close to my head and no shadows. Sorry.
Woo! Well, damn. Well, damn. Boy.
So what's the positive story? Your reflexes work well, and you didn't drop the baby. What?
She got whipped, Lando.
Let's bring it back together. Y'all, we in the jungle. We are in the jungle, so I don't know what to expect. And the things that we've seen and the things that I hear in my room at night is like...
Those lizards.
And the lizards, they make these noises. That I don't know. You heard it yourself last night. These lizards make noises that will keep you up at night. But it's okay. I'm loving, like, I'm one with nature. I just don't want it to get too close.
Just not that one.
But, y'all, the name of the book is Magic Words.
And it's by Genevieve Davis.
That's how it looks. So, yeah. It's wonderful.
Yeah, but it really goes back to the narrative that we tell ourselves. Because that's what'll grow. If you focus on how pissed off you are, you're going to stay pissed off. If I stay focused on how mad something made me, I'm not even going to be able to get past that. And what ends up happening is we put so much energy into that negative stuff, we get locked in. And it's like, these are the holes that we dig ourselves into. We study, the more shit we talk about it, the bigger the hole. Every sentence is a scoop.
Yep.
And then we're knee deep in it and don't know how we got there. And then why are we giving other people our power? Somebody pissed you off, and then you still mad.
I know.
They done went on about their business. They ain't even thinking about this shit.
Right.
We still mad.
They cut my damn grass.
Y'all, Papa
still
feels some
mad.
type of way. He feels some type of way because his brother went and go cut the grass. Y'all tell Papa it's gonna be okay. Tell him that grass gonna get cut. It's gonna be all right.
You a lie. You a lie.
That grass is
understand.
up to my knees.
Bullshit. Real life bullshit.
But yeah, like we can't, and that ties into consumer law.
Right.
Do not let these pieces of paper take your power away. Stop being
Right.
afraid of damn paper.
Yep.
It's paper. You are the only one with the power. Say it with me. 1, 2, 3. You are the only one with the power. One more time, together. You are the only one with the power. Only you. Only you. So when you start applying, you gotta go with that energy. You gotta go in there like, look, I know who I am, and I know what I came to do. So piggybacking off of this book, like just knowing what's up, knowing who you are, not giving your power away. You got this.
Right.
You got this. So.
But you gotta speak with conviction when you're talking to people now. You can't go up in there like no punk. I ain't talking to y'all later, I'm talking to the fellas. But don't let them folks chump you all down like you wouldn't let nobody chump you off in the street.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You talk all big and tough and stuff. Do them the same way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But know what you're talking about third. That's why I say read. Because some of them know just as much as you, and they'll make you look stupid as hell. Now, don't go in there thinking you can say a couple things because you done read this. Your ass, it's going to take you a minute to understand. Because you go in there talking shit, they're gonna make you feel about that big, but you're going to be looking real special now. Hell now.
Right,
So,
talking real confident, but you real wrong.
reckless as hell.
Loud and wrong. Loud and wrong.
Yeah, going to jail. Don't go in there with that foolishness now. I'm just saying. But yeah, you definitely need to read and understand it so you can speak, properly.
Yeah.
For them to understand what you're saying. But first, you got to understand what you understand. So what you read to understand. So if you don't understand, it ain't gonna make sense to you trying to talk to them.
Nah.
So all of the stuff everybody talking about, if you don't get it, then just keep studying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So don't just jump out there though, because trust me, it's a lot harder than what you think. Cause even the conversations they have, sometimes I'm sitting there like, what in the? I let her go on back in the other room. I be like, hey baby, what the hell y'all were talking about? What? It's on what side? Wait a minute. Wait. Okay. So I still playing catch up. I'm just saying it ain't that easy. You know what I'm saying? It's hard, but once you get to understand it, it becomes easier. You know what I'm saying? So you just have to learn to unlearn or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because you were taught the wrong way anyway. Yeah. Well, I ain't gonna say you were taught the wrong way. You were taught what they wanted you to learn.
Right.
We were.
Right.
So
all day long.
And it's sad, but
And I would definitely suggest a Black Law Dictionary.
Yeah.
To have a clear understanding. And from what I've seen, there you can download it on the PDF.
Yep.
But that Black Law Dictionary definitely changed some things for me too, because the way we interpret words is not the same in consumer law.
Not at all. It's called legalese.
Right.
So legalese is their language.
Right.
Legalese is literally a matter of, it's a language within a language. It's like a foreign language. It's called legalese.
Codes.
Yeah, it's codes. So the way that we interpret like the word understand, we know that understand, we think it's like, oh, do you comprehend what I'm saying? But that's not what understand means. Understand means, do you give me jurisdiction over you? Do you stand under me? So someone's like, do you understand me? Hell no, I don't understand you. You understand me.
But I'm going to hit you upside the head, then I'm going to be overstanding your ass.
No, Papa, I love it like.
I'm back.
So, just knowing the code words and stuff like that. And you good. Y'all good. Y'all are really good. All you got to do is just know who you are.
Yep.
Know whose you are. Know that you have the power. And know that if you can think it, you can do it. There are no limitations. And just let me be an example. Like, I'm not saying idolize me. I'm not saying put me on don't do that. Just use me as an example, because you can do it too. So if I can do it, so can you. And I learn also by example. Sometimes I need to see a little template. Sometimes I need to see, a foundation. I need to see the blueprint. And I do feel that my family and I were, chosen to have this experience so that we can loudly and proudly, unapologetically tell you, like, look, you got it, because we ain't scared, like, and we're freedom fighters. So we gonna stand up for what we believe, and we gonna stand up for you.
That's right.
Period. So, and that's just what it is. So, freedom is there. So we will have the course. It's like it's gonna be a 4-week course. Papa has retreats coming up, March, right?
Yeah.
March. Papa has some retreats in March. My mama is a therapist, addiction counselor. So, we kind of have so much to offer, and we're happy to be of assistance. We're happy to support you in whatever area. We talked about mushrooms on the last live. Papa had Maurice is his name, y'all. Ooh. He's Phoenix to Papa the Phoenix. But, that whole experience with the mushrooms and just...
And what's Michael?
Michael, yeah, Abundant Mind.
Abundant Mind. We're collabing here shortly, so y'all stay tuned. We're gonna have some other things, and a lot of y'all that in my inbox, I don't read a lot of that. I don't get a chance to, but I'm slowly going through all that. So give me time to respond back to you or whatever. And the same with them, because we moved out here and now we're trying to catch up now, because it is slow now. It's rabbit and turtle or whatever. It's the same thing. Over yonder, it was over here.
Yeah.
It's like
slow motion. Slow motion.
I'll be there in a few.
Yeah.
So.
Thank you for speaking on that. We will get back to you, but it's a totally different pace here.
Yeah.
Totally different pace.
And with the retreats too, I'm also going to be starting some retreats next year for people that work in the helping profession, because I know compassion fatigue is real. Self-care is a must.
Yes.
So it will definitely target those, really for anybody, but as a therapist and working in the helping profession, I know that a lot of times we get burned out, not because we don't care, it's just because we care too much.
Yep.
And so I want to create a space, for us to just release. No shop talk, none of that.
Yeah.
Strictly just love, light, and enjoying the environment.
Yeah. So definitely look out for that, because what's that thing called? Like, teachers need teachers too, or something like that. What's that saying?
Teachers need teachers.
It's some kind of a saying where it's saying, like, even though you are the leader and you are guiding people, like, you also need someone to sow into you. So that retreat that my mom is hosting, I think that's going to be game changing also. Because, we don't think about creating those spaces for those that help people, all the therapists. Where the therapists retreat at?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's going to be a game changer.
And therapists need therapists too.
Yeah.
So
that's what I think I meant to say.
Yeah, like
something
therapists need therapists too. So I'm definitely available for individual, any type of peer support for therapists, or you can go on my page and to my link tree and kind of see. Because we all have a different background, but all of it is here to help.
Yeah.
Help people get to the next level.
Yeah.
Whether it's mentally, financially, spiritually, just with the mushrooms, just embarking on, opening up those doors of the brain that have been closed.
Yes.
And so, we're here for it.
Yeah, we all going to the mountaintop together.
That's right.
we going together.
Room.
We are going together. So really cool things. I wish everyone on this call right now could be here with us right here, right now, because the peace that we feel and the quality of the air and just, oh my God, the views. Like, I wish you were here. I really do wish you were here.
So stupid.
So, if you can, like, I'm doing the event in Atlanta. That right there is gonna be my very first live event, and I'm not doing consumer law no more. Well, I am doing consumer law. Sorry, I'm still gonna be doing consumer law, but I really want to focus on my mamas. I want to show some love to my mamas, especially my single mamas, because this shit is real. Having a baby and your baby daddy telling you, like, you on your own. You know that, and then not really knowing what you're going to do and, like, it's hard. So I have a deep, deep, deep passion for my mamas. So I'm shifting gears. And my mamas, we going to be free. We going to be financially free. We going to be spiritually free. We going to be sexy. We going to know, like, it don't matter if we have a child, right? You know, we can still live our life with a baby. That's what type of time I'm on right now. So I'm not leaving anything behind in Atlanta. When y'all see me in September, I'm bringing it. Please know I'm coming with it all. I'm giving you the formula. And that's just how we gonna rock. But my mamas, I'm coming for y'all. And you know, we gonna be out here really living our best life, because we gotta raise, you know, the next generation. And we gotta raise gods and goddesses and queens and kings. So we doing it, mama. So shout out to all my mamas. I love y'all. Your hard work does not go unnoticed. And from a fellow mama, I get it. I get it. I want to cry sometimes.
Yeah.
So if it wasn't for my mom and my papa, I don't even know. I couldn't do it without y'all. I could not do it without y'all, for real. Mm-hmm. And when I told my parents, I was like, can I please just move back home? They were like, yeah. And honestly, you know, that right there, that support, knowing that I can always go home.
Right.
I can always come back home, and I can always get that support. Like, having that, shout out to y'all. Shout out to my tribe. I just love that. I love that I'm not alone.
You're not.
And I can be.
You are not alone. I'm here with you.
Go ahead, Pops.
Oh, away. I'm here to say you are not alone. I love you and you. I'm sorry. I got beside myself. I felt it in. I'm sorry. My bad. I'm sorry, y'all. And
so
yes, I am like this in real life. Yes, I am. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All day.
Yes. Yeah, and I love that, because it also, like, creates just lightness. Like, Pops really is like this all the time. It's funny, y'all. That salt and that damn sugar. I don't know if y'all saw that video, but when I came down to I was joining them for breakfast, before I can even get out the door, my Pops, let me tell you what your mama did. I'm like, well, damn, can I get outside good enough? That dang salt and that sugar, y'all.
For y'all that ain't seen that video, y'all ain't gonna look at that video. Cause when I tell you, bro, not expecting coffee to have damn salt in it. Oh my Lord. And I took a gulp. Luckily I didn't swallow, because it would have went everywhere. When I tell you a big gulp of coffee, like, oh, I'm up this morning ready for my coffee, and boy, what the hell? Boy, so anybody, like I said, anybody can say sugar, creamer, or whatever in Spanish, let me know, cause El Salte ain't it. Talking about she knew damn Spanish when she was younger. How the hell you forget Spanish when you were young and you spoke Spanish, but you English and you ain't forgot English? That don't go together. Help me help you. Help me. So anybody coming this way, bring me some sugar.
Facts.
And some cream or something. Coffee mate, something. Please.
Yeah,
please.
he ain't lying. Please bring him some sugar, please. Please.
I'm sure they got it over here. I just don't know how to say it. And she don't either.
I was rolling. I was absolutely rolling. So that's how it is all the time. It's just a beautiful, beautiful dynamic. Yeah, so if y'all want to know where to start, you want to move a bride, you don't know what to do, you need some therapy, you want to book, you want to start your journey to healing, there's so many ways to start. mushrooms, astrology. Like, those are real life elements that, you know, the Most High has given us to support us. So Papa has a book, The Indigenous Tribe. Check that out. It's amazing. It gives you the backstory, where he came from, where he was at before shrooms, and then what the shrooms did for him, what he expected, what happened. So if you can, definitely check out his book. It's on his website, mgreenllc.com,
So
and his
Amazon.
Instagram. Oh, and Amazon. I forget, you publish.
Kindle.
You publish.
Yeah, it's out there. Yeah, it's out there.
Yeah, Kindle, Amazon, Apple Store.
Yeah.
It's everywhere. So The Indigenous Tribe is amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. And then, of course, my mom, like, on the consumer side, you know, her experience with court, walking in there, doing what she do, and getting the case dismissed. She wrote a book about that as well. So tap in.
Yeah, y'all get y'all a hug. I got me a hug, boy. A dog, boy. I'll tell you now, boy.
Yes. And then for those that are just kind of looking for more of a self-paced option, like you want to get it, but you don't really do well in like a, you know, a group setting, a big learning environment, the self-paced course that we're doing is coming soon. It's just taking a little bit because I ain't on no time. But I don't want y'all to have no questions. That's the thing. I want it to be so crystal clear that you like, shit, I'm good. I'm about to go and do what I need to do. I have no questions.
Right.
So that's the goal. The goal is for that. So I'm working. I'm working on it. And as we get, you know, more experiences, I can add that, because I'm a person where I want you to see receipts. Don't take what I'm saying for face value, and, you know, I do what I do for real. So it's coming. But I love y'all. I love y'all so much. I really do. And I don't take nothing for granted in this chapter in my book. So even if we're just Instagram friends, that means a lot to me. That means a lot to me, because I know that it's in divine alignment. It's in divine alignment, and it's all about community, unity, and love.
That's right.
It's all about a tribe. It's a tribe, man.
Yes,
It's a tribe. We're going to have to get back to what it was back then. See, they changed it and started calling it communities. Ain't no damn community. That's them. You know what I'm saying? We were raised in a tribe, so we got to go back to our tribe.
Right.
You know, not the hood. They made the hood. We don't know about no damn hood. We just started calling it hood because they called it the hood.
Right.
But we, all of this is where we were. This is who we are. We need to get back to naturalization and our worldly rights. You know, it's actually our birthrights. Everything that we've been taught back then, and then it been stripped of us. So we need to learn how to relearn or whatever, you know. And I love y'all. Wish y'all were here.
Yes.
Hopefully I'll see y'all soon. Watch out. I say maybe year and a half, 2 years, your boy gonna have a jet, so then I can fly all y'all out here. You know what I'm saying? We gonna start having all this stuff right here. Because we're gonna have one in Costa Rica, one in Puerto Rico, probably one in, what's the other place you wanted to go?
In Georgia. We're gonna do it in Georgia.
Yeah, Georgia too, but what's the other place you want to go? No, was it Peru?
I want to go to Peru and Panama.
We'll have probably about 3 different places we can have events and stuff, so that we'll own. So you don't have to worry about, you know, I ain't gonna say the cost of everything, but it'll be way cheaper than what you actually think it is. So it's coming soon. Trust me on this. Believe me. You see, in your mind, if you believe it, you speak it, you can achieve it.
That's right.
Come on. Drops mic.
That's
you
right.
better drop them gems and drop that mic.
Gotta go.
I love y'all. Mama, you got some
We love
words?
y'all.
You got some
No,
words?
everybody stay encouraged and just keep pushing. No matter what. Don't cave no matter what. Just keep going.
And bring me an air conditioner with y'all when y'all come. It's hot as hell out here. Your boy sweating up in there. Don't bring y'all mustache out here without no deodorant. You see this? I got deodorant and sweating like hell out here, but I feel like a Hebrew slave. Shit. Yeah, I'm a boss. I'm just saying. It's hot, bro.
And it ain't no AC.
But ain't no AC, but it's still beautiful, man. You can run down there and jump in the water, but the damn water hot too, so what's the point? I'm just saying. Vacation, shit, bro. I picture sitting my feet up, drinking beer or whatever. Not out here. Ooh, Lord. But one thing I will tell
haven't
you.
made it to our
Right. But one thing I tell you though, the people are real nice and friendly out here. I mean, it ain't like Georgia where we from and everything. It's not commercialized. You know what I'm saying? Like when I tell you it's slow, cause you know what I'm saying. I'm from a small town, so I'm like, hey, country mother. But when I tell you everything is beautiful though, it is incredible.
Yeah.
And the love people you just meet on the street trying to talk to you, but they speak a little bit of Spanish. Me, first thing I say to them is no English. Shit, I don't know Spanish. Español. I'm just saying. So I would advise your ass to learn a little bit of Spanish. If you don't learn a lot, just get a little fluent in it. Because me trying to listen, I'm looking at them motherfuckers like, what? Huh? Say who?
That's
say
all right. You'll get it with time.
Yeah. But it's all good though. Like but y'all need to check it out, bro. It's fire here. Like for real. I could live out here. Like
You do
straight
live
up.
out here now.
No, I thought we was going to over there. We over here visiting. We going over yonder. I'm just saying.
That's true.
But I'm just saying it's nice. You know what I'm saying? Like, but for real, from small town country dude, like it ain't nothing like where I came from. But I wouldn't want to go back to where I was.
That part.
Thanks.
No, y'all gotta, and again, like, I'm gonna wrap up too, because I am hot, and baby, it's so wet. But, and we have to go to the river today. So, anyway,
stay tuned. We're gonna send y'all some pictures and stuff too, because it's about to be a blast.
With the energy portals, like the center points, I'm very spiritual. All I know is all I want to be is love. That's it. And with that, I have to be one with God. You know what I mean? So, and one with myself, like Papa. And so with that being said, I have to embrace everything around me. Everything. The lakes, the rain, the sun, the trees, the grass, the wasp. Like, I have to embrace everything because it's all a part of me. It's all a part of me.
And she's still hugging trees. Yes, she is.
I'm gonna hug the trees now.
She ain't lying. She's still hugging trees.
Me and Phoenix literally go outside every single day, and we wave at the sun. We wave at the moon. We say hi to all the trees. Like, they're a part of us, And I love, her name is Pachamama. God, all of that. Anyway, I'm saying that to say certain places are more stimulating for your spirit than others. Yeah. And the United States, Atlanta in particular, is turning into like a Chicago and like that shit is crazy to me.
No offense to Chicago.
No,
I got some Chi-Town buddies out there. I get it.
No offense to Chicago at all. It's the crime. Like, things are really going crazy to me. And like when I started seeing the monkeypox now, and I started seeing y'all, I'm like, we really gotta go. We might have to expedite this because that fear that they're creating, that image that they're trying to portray. I don't want no parts of that. And I don't want Phoenix to have no parts of that either. So you got to think about the energy. You got to think about what they doing with social media, with, the gatekeepers, with CNN. I don't have time for that. Out here, what's popping up on your phone is, did you go see Rio Celeste today? Did you see the volcano today?
Yeah.
Like, it's so zen and it's peaceful. So I say that to say also consider your sanity and your peace, because even though you're not, subscribing to all of that stuff, just being in the environment, your body is ingesting it. Your body is ingesting it and digesting it, whether you believe it or not. Being in the environment, you breathing in the germs. You breathing in the energy. Y'all, we ain't got time for that. Our spirit is the most valuable thing. We have to spiritually look at our environment and do what's best for spirit. So this move was spiritual. This move ain't have nothing to do with material, nothing. It's spiritual. And to have a brand new baby, not my baby goddess. No, my baby goddess gotta be somewhere that is going to feed her soul, even down to the food. So think about your environment. Think about your children. Think about the development of the spirit and the mind. All of that needs to be taken into consideration, and you can do what it do. And here, there's no contracts here. The rent at our place, the lady's like, just give me, $850 a month. it's okay. We can do a contract or not, but it's so love that there's no scamming. You know what I mean? It's just
there's no military. There's no substance. I mean, the crime rate is minimal.
We've been here since what, Saturday?
Yeah.
I have yet to hear one ambulance,
Yeah.
one fire truck, one shooting gunshot or whatever. When I tell you, you know how you have stray dogs in different places. I seen a dog walking up there morning, bro, and I'm looking. Me and Phoenix was standing here looking. I'm like, damn, there goes a dog. I ain't seen a dog. You know, I seen some cows down there. Dog walked by, bro. I'm talking about so chill. Dog was like, I was like, all right, boy, on the road. And then what makes it so bad?
Didn't bark or nothing.
Didn't bark or nothing, bro. I guess he went out there, visited, drop whatever he had to drop out. He came back down through that, boy. I said, Phoenix, there go the dog again. Man, he looked over, man. I looked at him. I was like, he said, ease and flow, bro. I'm telling you, everything. Damn birds flying back without him.
No.
Shit. I'm telling y'all, boy. I'm telling y'all, it's the life. I'm telling y'all. I promise. Man, I don't know what kind of bird that was, but he was flying back. I'm telling you, it's so easy out here, like, bro, when I tell y'all,
Did you see it?
I don't even want to go back home. I'm telling y'all, like, man, you know, like I said, I'm a little slow, but, you know, I fit right in out here. Hell, I'm just saying. Shit. What up, cuz? All right, cuz. All right, but yeah, shit. I'm just saying. But it did for me when I saw that damn dog, and that dog was like, and I was like, I looked at Phoenix looked at me, I was like, he did nigga just nod at that shit. Like, I guess so, Papa. Damn, bro. So I'm just telling y'all come on, man.
Oh
Come
my
on.
God,
Come on.
yes, come on. This is every day. Y'all come share space with us. And again, so for the men out there, again, just tap in with Papa. You know, he said earlier he was linking, and they got some really big and special coming. Yeah. But before I go, I just want to leave a word of advice, if I can. Look within yourself. Like, get to know you. Look in the mirror and just really get to know who you are, like your essence, the depth of you. And that alone is going to shift your whole paradigm. And if you don't know how to do this, go to nature. Go ask the trees. They will tell you. Go ask the planets. They will tell you. I know I might sound a little whatever, but tap in. And we're going to have the same conversation later. You're going to be like, you're right. Yeah. So know who you are. Yeah,
because you can't hide from yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Wherever
you can put on a facade with everybody else. But when you're looking in the mirror and you sitting alone, having a long time, you know who you are.
Yeah.
You know exactly who you are. So
come on, Jazz.
Cleanse yourself with all the negative stuff and the television and the bad food and all that, the bad vibes and stuff. And take your shoes off and walk on the beach or walk in the grass or whatever. And literally, like she said, go talk to a tree. I ain't crazy, but I'm going to tell you, I done talked to a couple trees, boy, they gave me the answer. Look, you think I'm lying? Look where the hell I'm at now.
Yeah. No, just piggybacking off of that, like, all jokes aside, like, my pops was not with it. The first time he saw me hugging trees, he literally was like, do we need to take her to the hospital? Seriously, he was concerned. And I was like, no, Dad, like, I'm just being charged. I'm being charged up. And he tapped in, and he's on the same type of time. Yeah. On the same type of time. For me, what really, really shifted my world was when I got an astrology reading in 2019. That right there changed my whole outlook on things. And since then, I've been consistently, tapping into the planets because it helped me with my baby, confirm this move, confirm what the trees were telling me, confirm what the sun, everything. It's confirmation. So as far as astrology, like if y'all want to really tap in and go deep, you can tap in with Abundant Mind. Michael, like I told y'all that earlier today, that's really the key. It's the key. It's the key to life in here. But everything around you will tell you everything about what you need to know about yourself. So that's my advice to you, because I want us to all be sexy, healed, living our best life, free, and
Man, if y'all don't get off this live, we're not gonna be able to do nothing with his ass in a minute. It's gonna be we'll be on here for 3 hours.
Get it, Papa, get it. Get it, Papa, get it.
She gonna get
And
mad
you
at me.
just
Get it, Papa, get it.
Let it go. I'm gonna let it
It's
go.
hot as hell out here.
Yeah, it's hot.
Oh, we in the jungle.
Yeah, it's hot.
Yes.
All right, embrace the heat. All right, y'all. Does anybody have any last minute questions? I can peek and see. I couldn't read from where I was standing. If not, we're gonna go. My mom wanna get off.
I want to go to the river.
All right.
cool.
Oh, we do need to go because it's 1:00.
Yeah.
All right. All right. I love y'all.
We love y'all.
Peace.
Peace.
I always forget how to end it. Y'all remember? Oh, this.